Okay, hi everyone. Um, I don't usually do lives, and usually I record the videos, but I just seriously did not have the patience for that today. So instead of pre-recording my video and uploading it, I'm just going to come on live and tell you everything that's going on. You may have seen this yesterday with the Palefish live. It was really choppy. Sometimes in China, their lives do not. Their Facebook Lives do not come across very fluidly because of the VPNs and some of the issues that they have with the internet in China. So I wanted to come out here and tell you this new thing that is, and if you're coming in here, just say hi to me and let me know like who you are because I can't see that. I don't think I can see that. No, I can't. I'm not totally used to going live. I don't do it very often. So just say hi to me and let me know that you're here so I can see who's all in here because I do see that there are some people. Um, so Palfish just released some really exciting news yesterday. I am super excited about this. So you might know that I have a background of MLM, and I have done some network marketing in my time or whatever. And one of the things that's really helpful is social media marketing. And when I first started Palefish and I got into it and I like realized the potential because there is such a great potential to be able to grow your student base and just grow your bookings because you are in control of it. There is literally no other company out there that puts you in the driver's seat that says, okay, we'll get you started. Here's some trials. And then after that, like it's up to you. You get to decide how successful you actually want to be. So you are in control of everything on Palefish. You really are. You have all of these marketing tools at your fingertips that can make you stand out from above and beyond all the other teachers on Palefish. You are in control. It's amazing. And I always thought to myself, like, oh, I would like to be able to get on like um Youku, which is like the Chinese version of YouTube, or I would like to be able to like try to figure out like WeChat to market myself. And I try to do some of that, like just figuring that I could like bring in other students. And honestly, Chinese social media is way different. Like on Facebook, for example, I can go on Facebook and I can see like friends of friends and see who I'm connected to and like make friends with them and connect through groups. And like I haven't really figured it out, but WeChat doesn't really feel like it's like that. Same thing with Youku. Like everything is so much more private there. So it's harder for someone like me who first of all doesn't speak Chinese to even like get into that. So anyways, Palefish is doing this new thing that's again allows you to go in the driver's seat even more, even further, and promote yourself even further. But this time you get to promote yourself to all of these people that are not even students yet. So you have a whole great big pool of non-students that your face is going to be shown to. I'm going to explain how. So, what they're doing, so, Palfish, like any other major company that wants to be successful, they have a social media presence. And what they are doing now is they're going to be sharing the stories of teachers, sharing the stories of like what's going on in the teachers' classrooms, sharing experiences, sharing moments, and just kind of building that relationship with the Chinese community. This is, I am so excited about this. Like, I don't need bookings. Um, but for those of you that do, this is like I I'm really excited about this. This is absolutely amazing. So what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to email, and I put the link in the description box of this video. I don't know if you can see it when I'm live, but when I'm all done or whatever, or if you go into my group on Facebook, it's already listed in there. You're going to be able to email them like behind the scenes of your classroom pictures or stories or videos of how you're dealing with the virus outbreak or how you go shopping or how you play with your pets or how you play with your kids or teaching your kids something in school, almost like moments on the Palefish app, which is also another way to market yourself. But instead of going through like the Palefish app with people that are already students, it's going to be marketing it to people who aren't students yet. So let's break this down here. I'm a parent in China, and maybe I'm following the Palefish page because I am thinking about it and I just haven't really committed to it yet. And I see these stories come across my newsfeed, assuming that it works somewhat similar to Facebook and that, which I mean it kind of does. It's a little different, but it's kind of the same. Um, and then I see this one teacher, and I watch this, and I see this one teacher that something about this teacher really resonates with me. Okay. So I sign up for classes and I tell them that teacher that you featured on your Facebook, like, I want this teacher. I want teacher Joey. Teacher Joey is the teacher that I want. Um, the same thing can happen where things get shared. So maybe a teacher has like a super funny story, or they have a great personality, really good props, something like just something that gets shared around like a group of mom friends. And now this whole big group of mom friends are going to say, hold on, I want to take a trial with that teacher that you shared on your social media. I don't know if you guys realize what a big thing this is, but this is absolutely incredible. So, are you going to get student sign up bonuses when the students sign up because they saw you on social media? No, because Palefish put that out there. But you are going to be able to market yourself to like this whole new group of potential students. And the thing that's like, this is good for Palefish because it's going to help Palefish grow their business. It's going to help them build their student base. It's going to help them build a relationship with the community, which in turn is going to get new students. And it's going to be able to show teachers what a large selection, I'm sorry, it's going to be able to show potential students the large differing selection that we have of teachers from around the world. And there's just gonna be that one time, like, you post something on there, and it's going to really hit someone where they're gonna be like, "That's so cool." So, this is really, really cool. I seriously, this is, like, the most brilliant idea that I've seen Palefish come up with, and I've seen some pretty good ones, but I really like this one because now you are able to help Palefish build their student base, and it's going to help you as a teacher. It's going to help all your other teacher friends as a teacher, which I'm not, we don't have a lack of students by any means. But, the more we grow, the better it is, right? So it's just amazing. Um, as long as I'm doing this live. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot them out. If you are on here watching this live right now, feel free to shoot out any questions and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Um, I this is just super exciting. Um, so what you're going to do, you're going to take your um, you're going to take your pictures, your moments, and you're going to email them. Again, that's in the link in the bio, like the how to. It's like all laid out. I kind of wrote a blog about it. So it's all laid out with the email addresses and the Facebook page and all of that in the blog and the link. Um, it sounds awesome. I'm excited. Do you have any tips on how to stand out from all the other teachers? Self. Seriously, be yourself. Don't try to be another teacher. This goes for anything that you do in life, no matter what it is. Always be yourself. Um, Unless you really shouldn't be around children, and then, like, try not to do that. Like, if you swear like a trucker, don't be yourself, but be the best G-rated version of yourself. Um, be personable, and if you have, like, favorite props, if you have a favorite story, tell stories of your classroom, uh, share, you know, like, okay, I'm not going to do this because honestly, I don't really have any slots anyways, so I'm probably not going to be doing this because other teachers need it, not me. But if I were to do this right now, I would share like um maybe a screenshot of the one time that I took my students in my basement where I had my chickens and, I would probably share, like, a screenshot and, like, blur out the face of the child, and then just tell the little story about, we were learning about baby animals, and, they knew that I had chickens, and they asked to see the chickens, and the mom asked to see the chickens, so, like, we went for a little walk, and we went downstairs to see the chickens, and they loved it. I would probably share something like that, or, like, a picture of, like, um my daughter learning Chinese because she's learning Chinese with, like, a little story that goes along with it. Um, I would just anything that is, like, really truly you. Um, if you are you could just do the one of you going in the oh, the one of me going in the tent with a student was priceless. Yeah, so I have these big, like, studio lights that are, like, right up here. And I took a sheet and I put it over. Honestly, my neighbors probably think I'm crazy because, like, I just had classes. It's 11 o'clock at night. I just had classes. And if you look out my window here, like, okay, first of all, I've got these big studio lights. So I'm lit up in here. Like, I'm really lit up. And then I've got my window open. I'm sitting I'm sitting in here going, "Enough food, good sleep, eat healthy, live right." And I'm just like, "Oh my god." I started laughing. I'm like, "My neighbors probably think that I'm crazy because they can see everything that I do when I'm teaching in these, with these bright lights on me in the early and late mornings, Eastern Standard Time. At nighttime, they can see clearly in here when my window's open." So maybe a story like that. Um, a story about anything that you feel that would like to share. Can they be videos or just pictures and a backstory? They can be videos too, because you're not so the in Palfish Messenger, you cannot send videos to like your admins. You've probably seen that. Like if you had like a um something that you were like screen recording, you can't send that as a video. But there are two emails that are designated for this particular team. And those two emails, just send them through. They're going to be going through them and looking for good stories. I know the team is really excited about this too. So they're really looking forward to your stories to be able to share. Um, so, yes, you can put videos on there too. You will email them to the emails that are listed in the blog post that I linked it down below in the description box of this video. So anything, um, I got sidetracked there. The tent thing, she was talking about the tent. I put the tent over, or I put a blanket over, and she was in a tent and I was in a tent, and that way I had like the lights because the lights were under the tent with me, and we had class in a tent. It was cool. I've actually done that multiple times because there is one lesson that you may have already taught where they're like, "Mom, we need more books. We need a flashlight." They build a tent in the story. You know how you read the little stories in class, and I've done that multiple times where I've um, had uh, a tent built with a blanket or made like a little fort. Um, yeah, anything that you feel would be a great personal building connections moment. So you've probably seen on the app where people will share moments where it's like an ABC chart or something like that. Don't do any of that. That's not going to help. It probably won't get posted. Don't do any of that. They want to build connections with the community. So they're going to make the give the parents a chance to fall in love with teachers before they ever step foot into a classroom. So they're going to be seeing is if they follow Palfish on WeChat, for example, they're going to be seeing these moments on WeChat where they have like these awesome teachers that are like having fun with the students and laughing with the students and sharing great stories. And um, you're just building those relationships with the community. This is a genius idea. I'm really, really excited for this because this is going to help like small scale, this is going to help you with your classes because those parents can go to Palfish and say, that teacher that I saw on your WeChat or that I saw on Weibo or whatever it's called, that teacher, teacher so and so, I really want to book a class with them. The teachers that are featured on these social medias, on these social media apps, are going to have a ton of bookings come in, especially if they have like a really great post to share. But then it's also going to help other teachers get bookings too. So even if you don't get featured or you don't send in a story to submit, these continuously, these continuous, the continuation. I'm an English teacher. The continuation of these consistent stories that are getting put out there and just the building the strong bond between Palfish and the Chinese community is going to help everybody across the platform. It's absolutely amazing, and it's something that you guys should all be really excited about. I don't know how many of you actually like realized yesterday when they were talking if you could even understand them because it was pretty shaky the first two videos. I don't know how many of you actually realized how awesome and what an awesome opportunity this is, but from someone that comes from a marketing, like a network marketing, social media experience, I've done Beachbody for years. From someone that comes from that kind of a background, why am I holding my stylus? I'm not even in class. That's so funny. This is my stylus for class, totally on my laptop. I can't do anything with it anyways. Um, Such a habit. But from someone that comes from that kind of background, I can tell you right now that this is a total game changer. And if you guys aren't like jumping out of your seats with excitement and planning these right now, planning how you're going to do it and like just really like getting excited and thinking about what you can do to submit to it and submitting something like totally awesome, you're crazy. You're crazy. Just do it. This is like, and again, no other company that I have heard of has anything like this. Palefish is so amazing in that way, in the way that you are able to promote yourself to such a crazy extent. You have the reading app. I don't know if I'm sure most of you are familiar with the Palefish reading app. What you may not know is that this reading app is well, it was at one point in time. I don't know if it still is, but it's up there, even if it's not. The reading app is the number one, or was the number one free educational app in China for kids. So what happens with the reading app is like these kids will go in there to read these free books, and when they go to read these free books, a little thing is on their screen saying, "You've seen that girl in the corner, right?" It's Chinese, you can't read it, but the palefish girl in the corner. They click that, and now they get a free trial, and that's where the majority of your trials are coming from. That and parent referrals. Now you're going to have a ton of trials that are going to be coming from their social media apps. You guys, this is game changing. And I don't know why I don't see like everybody wants to complain when little changes are made that affect you maybe a little bit negatively, but something like this is so positive that it's just amazing. I have more students on the reading app than at the OKC trials. I find it very exciting. I have more students on the reading app. Carla, are you talking about students that you're teaching for free? Is that what you're talking about? See, well, I don't have time for that. I really don't have time for that anyways. I'm a full-time teacher. Um, I personally do not do the reading app groups. Um, because I find that they're very time consuming. If you like that and that's your thing, go for it. And if you can figure it out, figure it out. That's not personally my thing. The reading app groups are not my thing. I have done the reading apps. The lives, I will swear by the lives. If you come to me, I'm one of the mentors on Palefish. So I do run mentor groups. And if you ever come to me and say, like, I can not figure out how to um, get more bookings, or my bookings are like it's stagnant. I'm not going anywhere. Some of you may have already come to me with this. And the first thing I always say to you is what do you have open and is it open weekly? And the second thing I do is I look and I say, you haven't done a live yet. 9 times out of 10, you haven't done a live if you don't have bookings. And sometimes it takes more than one. The lives are amazing too. Seriously, do you see this? Like, this is basically like a social media platform, but you're teaching kids. So you have the ability to go live and promote yourself, not just to students, but to the sales team that is going to be giving students to you. Okay. You have the ability to promote yourself to all of these students and run reading app groups and read and follow students and give encouragement on a reading app that, you know, you build that relationship. They see you, you know, but now you also have the ability to promote yourself to people who may have never even heard of Palefish before until they see your face on Chinese social media. Like, get excited about this. Get really, really, really excited about this. Jump out of your seats and do a little dance and record it and put it on social media. No, I don't seriously, do a dance. If you that would be a good one. That'd be a good one. If you know any of those, like, if you know any of those, or I don't know, anything that you think. And for the topics, they actually have, let me see here if I have it. And this is in the blog post too. But they're going to be having like weekly topics too. Size. They're going to be putting in their weekly, like, this is what we want you to post, you know, this is what we're posting on social media this week. So for this week, the social media topics are, how do you start your day with Palefish? So you could post a picture of you, hopefully wearing pants. I'm assuming you all wear pants, right? I've seen so many stories lately about not Palefish teachers, but just people that aren't wearing pants now because they're working from home for the first time in their life. No, but you could post a picture of you like getting ready, setting up your props, you know, whatever. If you're good with like Instagrammy pictures, that would be awesome. You know, like the Instagrammy style pictures that like really tell that story. Um, I've had so much like MLM type training with social media that I could go a million different ways with this. Any of you that have that kind of background, and I'm pretty sure there's probably a few of you, that would be great. Actually, if anybody wants to run a group talking about this, like not a group, but if anybody wants to do a Zoom meeting talking about this, there are those extra points still going on for the meetups. So get together, start a group, think of some different, things that you can send over to the team. The second topic is a day in the life of a Palefish teacher. So you could maybe, I think the best way that I would do this, I like to do clips using Snapchat and then export the whole Snapchat story to my phone and then it's all together. So I would probably just do like a Snapchat storyline and say like, okay, like, hey guys, and you can add the text and stuff in there too. I'm waking up and, I'm doing this and now I'm getting my kids up and now, now I'm homeschooling my kids and making breakfast or whatever. Whatever you do, that's my life. But like whatever you do, you could I would probably personally put the whole story together through like a Snapchat, and then when you like save them to your stories, and then you can just download like the whole story to your phone, and everything that you did, all the editing and everything of every little clip is just saved in there, and you could email that over. Interesting stories about you. There's a typo in this. I'm sorry. I didn't make this graphic. Interesting stories about your kids and pets. So that's self-explanatory. Anything interesting about your kids and your pets? Like I said, like I've got the chickens. I've got chickens and ducks. Actually, some of my students say I have a zoo. I have chickens and ducks. 6 of the 16 chickens just went outside, My 6 ducks are now outside, and I still have 10 chickens in my house. I have a dog and I have a cat. I have 3 kids. I kind of do have a zoo and a husband, and sometimes he's louder than all of them put together. And how do you balance your daily life with Palefish? 6 dogs in an RV? How do you teach? Are they all mute? Oh my god. That's insane. That's can we make a video already and submit it? No, no, you can submit a video. You can totally submit a video now. Um, they gave the email address and it's ready. They will they will be taking, they'll be taking submissions. So then how do you balance your daily life with Palefish? Anything like that. Um, they they really like the idea of like behind the scene footage. So if you can set up like a tripod and put a timer on, you don't actually even have to be teaching your class, but you could like set up your tripod or set up a timer on your phone while you're teaching on your iPad, or like while you're getting ready to teach or whatever, have the class up and just kind of like pose for like an Instagrammy pose picture. You could do something like that. You could you could even record. So like set up your phone over here on your windowsill so my neighbors think I'm even crazier. And like you could like record the class and then go back through and maybe take like a shorter snippet. Again, like that's something that I did for Beachbody is I would like record my entire workouts and then break it down and take like a small section of the workout that I liked to post it. You could do that too with your classroom. Um, so you could do something like that. These are just ideas, and this I'm not telling you this is what you have to do, but be yourself and show your personality and your life. Don't copy anybody else, because what really sells in any of these things is it's not necessarily Palefish. They're buying you. Like you are for sale. They're buying your personality. They're buying time with you. They're buying you as a teacher. Yes, they're going through Palefish to do it. Yes, they're using Palefish's amazing curriculum. Um, but they're still paying a lot of money to have you as their teacher. Um, you want to know more about Beachbody? Uh, Send me a Facebook message, Jillian Shanahan. Send me a Facebook message and we can talk about it then. Beachbody's awesome too. But um, and also for Beachbody, you can get 2 weeks free of workouts too if you've never done it before, which is pretty awesome because there's like everything. Off topic though. Um, but they're paying to like have this time with you as their teacher. They're investing a lot in you. So first of all, every student that you get, you should be really flattered and you should give them everything. So when you are doing this, you don't want to be every single teacher out there. You want to kind of give them an idea of what it's going to be like with you. So like my intro video is like it's different. It's not, "Hi, I'm Jillian. I'm from the United States of America." Like, if you haven't seen it, it's in my YouTube somewhere. If you YouTube Palefish intro video, you'll see it. It's like literally me with puppets, and the puppets are talking to each other, and I'm being weird. I'm that weird teacher. If somebody saw that and they expected to get a weird teacher, and I was just like this really chill, laid back teacher, not highly energetic, they wouldn't be getting the experience that they thought they were getting. You know what I mean? So when you do these, just be genuinely you. Be fun, be smiley. If you're not generally smiley, um, you have to be in classes anyways, right? You have to be like pleasant to be around. So, um, but I hate my intro video. I was so proud of it, and I showed it to my 9-year-old when I did it. I think she was 8 when I did it last year, and I showed it to her, and she was like, "That is so stupid, mom." I'm like, "I don't care. I like it. I spent a lot of time on it and whatever." But then Um, it was just really funny because I ended up not changing it, and she was wrong. All the students loved it. I've gotten so many positive comments and, like, people coming to me and saying that they've watched it a million times. There's another video of, that's on this YouTube channel too, where I was actually talking to yes, yes, the student that watched it 9 times, where he just, like 9 times, he watched it more than 9 times. But he just, like, repeated, like, verbatim the whole script that I wrote out with my puppets. Like, before okay, when intro videos first came out, the first thing I had, it was, like, me and my daughter, Michaela. Michaela was, like, she, like, 5 at the time, and she was sitting on my lap, and we were just singing, like, it was a super filtered, "Hello, teacher. Hello, friends," or maybe "Are you ready?" or something. It was one of the songs, and I got one of my students through that too. Um, and they said that she and actually, I've had her for a really long time. Wow. Like, she teaches I've taught her a lot of classes, and she's come so far now that I think of it, but, they watched that intro video of just me and my daughter with, like, Snapchat heart filters all over our faces, singing one of the Palfish songs a million times. Can you hear my cat? I think she's asking to go downstairs to see the chickens, or she's downstairs with the chickens and she wants to come up. A zoo. I can't wait until my chickens are outside. Um, but yeah, I don't think I'm energetic enough. I smile and use TP. You don't have to be over the top. Not all students want an over the top teacher. There are definitely students that I have to tone it down for because they'll just be like, what's wrong with you? Um, but you do have to make that connection with the students. And that's something that I really need to make a video about too, is making the connection with students. This is all about connections. You're making connections with your students and you're going to retain them, because you have that connection with them. Um, now you have the opportunity to make connections with people that are not even on the Palefish platform, and you have the opportunity to help Palefish bring in more students. This is incredible. Like, everybody get excited. I really did not see the kind of excitement that I should have seen yesterday when this was announced, and it may have been because nobody understood what was going on. But now you do. Get excited, make some videos. I just woke my kid up and I got a cat crying. So, cat and a baby crying. I'm out of here. Thank you for tuning in. And if you guys have like um, moments or anything like that that you have ideas about, get together and form a Zoom meetup, because right now you can get extra points for either hosting or attending a Zoom meetup. And this would be a really good opportunity to get excited about this and brainstorm together. All right, guys, I will see you guys later. If you are not on Palefish yet and you watch this and you have no idea what I'm talking about, send me an email. It is Jillian at onceuponatimefitness.com, and I will talk to you about that if that's something you wanted to. All right. Bye, guys. Just excited but nervous. Going to take your advice. I'm in one of your mentor groups. See you there. All right. Yeah. Yeah. It's okay to be nervous. This is different. This is my thing, though. Like, social media is my jam. So I'm excited about this. And I'm telling you right now, you guys should be too. All right. Bye, guys. Did I end it?